Hello there, Aries. Quick late night shadow reading for you guys. Um, I already pre-shuffled the cards and I got out 4 cards because this cannot be a long reading, but my eye is like messing with me. I probably need to go to sleep. But I really wanted to do this reading tonight, regardless of how I felt or how tired I was. Look at my hair. But I wanted to do a shadow reading for Aries. Once again, I am an Aries myself, and I feel like there is a lot of things that we ignore or have ignored in our life, um, being Aries, okay? In order to, in order to keep people in our lives, um, constantly seeking some form of validation from different people in our lives. That could be like a father figure, it can be a mother figure. A lot of these people, though, that we were trying to impress throughout our life have been wearing masks them damn selves. Like, they haven't been even seeking their own validation. Like, the people that you were expecting you from had a hard time giving you reciprocation because they still needed to work on their shadow side. For the last few years, Aries, you have come to terms with the fact that it's lonely at the top. You can't take everybody with you, and all in all, everybody can't go, right? People have shamed you for being yourself, whether that's somebody who acts a fool. People have called you immature. They don't like how you spend your money. You live beyond your means. You're a mean person. You take too long doing things. You procrastinate. You don't do things when they want you to, right? Like it's their fucking life anyway. Um, but people have tried to basically cause you harm by trying to break you down. And it's like, where's the love in that? And you ask yourself too, Aries, like, why the fuck did I stay so long dealing with these people, dealing with this specific person? There could be many people on your mind, Aries, that you're just like, why the hell did I give this person so many chances? Why was I always there to pick these people back up when they were trying to break me down? Why do they only remember what I didn't do or the times I said no? Why was I constantly seeking validation from a person who was never going to be happy with any milestone that I've done? This could be a parental figure. I'm seeing a male and a female, so it could be a mom or dad. It could be a grandfather, grandmother, auntie, or uncle. Somebody older than you, though, Aries, or maybe somebody in your same age range. But I just see that these people, all of these people have work to do, like all of them. And at this time, you know, I think you're trying hard to come back to yourself. Like, you're starting to do things that bring you back to your childlike self. Like, that's what they say the key to happiness is never lose your childlike happiness. Because it's so innocent, it's so pure. It's like you don't really need much to feel validated as a child. Like, yeah, you'll be happy. Oh, mommy, look at this. But at the same time, a child is already happy with the toy that they're playing with. Yes, you want to show your toy off to mommy, right? And as an adult, you get a new toy, you get a new car, you get a new house. Yes, you want to show that shit off. But as time goes by and you realize how many people will rather see you down instead, you would rather celebrate those wins alone. You'd rather not take a picture of your new car and show it off on social media. You'd rather not call your family and tell them the good news about something that you did. You'd rather keep that shit to yourself, Aries, because you know that somebody's going to try to criticize you for something. Why that car? That car is very expensive. Oh, that's a bad brand. Why did you buy that expensive purse, Aries? Why did you go on that expensive vacation? What made you want to do that? Why the fuck are you in my business? Why the fuck are you judging me? If God gave me the means to do something, I am going to do it. I'm going to use it. I am going to give it if I want to. You know, some people expect things from you, and when you don't give them something, they feel like you owe them. People feel like you've stolen from them, even though you've never owed them anything. This could be with time, energy, money, something monetary too. You don't owe anybody shit, Aries. Not a damn thing. You owe yourself. You owe yourself a sense of love, a sense of safety, a sense of belonging. You owe yourself peace and prosperity, Aries. Rest and rejuvenation, Aries. Those expensive gifts, those expensive vacations, those expensive toys, Aries. You deserve all of that. And you don't have to tell anybody about anything. You've constantly been there for these people that have talked down on you. You've constantly tried to fix their problems. A lot of these people are fucking codependent on you too. You could be the breadwinner in your family. You could be the breadwinner in your relationship. And these people are constantly depending on Aries. Oh, I lost my car, but Aries has a car. Aries has a brand new car too. And I'm codependent on Aries, so I'm going to ask Aries. But when Aries tells me no, I'm going to talk shit about them on social media. I feel like I'm doing all the work here, Aries. And I feel like, you know, I don't like how people praise you. I don't like the validation that you get, Aries, because you feel like you're better than everybody. But you're only worried about yourself, Aries. Well, you know what? Aries hasn't been worried about themselves in a very long time. And it's finally time that Aries worry about themselves. And everybody is up the creek about it. Like shit in storms. Because Aries is finally taking care of themselves and ignoring people. Isolating even. Saying fuck you. It's all needed for your validation, Aries. How you feel about you, Aries. And I bet you feel 10 times better after cutting these people off. Like, the way evil eye works, and a lot of people don't understand evil eye because they don't notice it right away. Like, it could be somebody you've been friends with for 10 fucking years, and you don't even know that is that person giving you evil eye, or even your partner. Like, you think that the things that you go through with your partner are just ups and downs, Aries. No, some of these people actually want to see you break down to your knees. Some of these people feel like you should fucking sit down and just stoop down to their level a little bit. You know, you're up here on 10, Aries. They need you to be down here on 0 with them. They're not able to move forward in their job, so they need you to stay stagnant, Aries. They're not able to move forward in their school career, Aries, so they want you to stay where they are. Or they'll deplete your energy to the point where you cannot focus on yourself. I'm hearing the word procrastination. Aries do have a habit of procrastinating because they can get overwhelmed. Once you overwhelm an Aries, then that's where you get the attitude or the fiery energy, and now you can't handle it. Now you want to get away from Aries because you think that they're overreacting. But Aries don't have time for your bullshit. They just don't have time for it. And most of their lives, Aries has been a people pleaser. I have that at the bottom of the deck. Always trying to, and that goes along with external validation, or this card says validation addiction. I'm going to use myself. Shit. At some point in my life, right, my dad actually has always been very hard on me and my brothers. Even my mom, too. And as he's gotten older, he's been having, all of these humbling experiences, like different experiences with us, with himself, with, probably work or something like that. And as he gets older, all of these things change for him, like I graduated from high school in 2011, and I went through a lot. Like after my first year of college, I made really, really bad choices, right? But throughout my college experience or even before college, I always seek my dad's validation simply because, I felt like he was just never proud of anything that I ever done. And I've done some cool ass shit. Like I had in senior year, I got a scholarship and I met the mayor. And I brought him with me and I did a speech. I completely forgot about the speech and he remembers the speech. I think he even recorded it or took pictures. Like he was so proud. But I even forgot I did the speech because of the lack of validation I received from him. You know, like I didn't feel like he was proud at that time either. And I 2013, I wanted to die. I'm gonna just be real. I wanted to go. I was like ready to get the hell on up out of here. And I ended up meeting my children's father, and I felt like living again, I guess. And like my dad, he doesn't know about none of that. I never told him anything, and that's something that you should probably do too, Aries. Like we avoid our own pain by just hiding it. We keep it to ourselves. We don't tell nobody nothing. You know, it's better off that way because like have you ever had a conversation with somebody and you told them something and you're like, damn, I wish I didn't tell them that. You be trying to keep yourself from having a lot of those experiences or just having a lot of those instances where you're like, damn, I think I spoke too much or I think I said too much. And I hope that person doesn't remember anything we just talked about. I've had a few of those experiences and I've learned from them because I have had people throw shit in my face, bring shit up about my mental health, or talk about my emotional instability. Even though, like, my emotional instability hasn't been that bad, I just learned to deal with whatever I've been going through. And I made a really good lifestyle change. Like, altogether, I become a different person after not giving a fuck. Like, after you release yourself from giving a fuck, you start to feel better. And I feel like, after just releasing the need for validation from my dad, I feel better. Like I just graduated from a community college. I actually started at San Jose State. That was a horrible fucking school. Don't go there. If you're in college, just it was terrible. Lack of support, lack of everything. I had a few friends that graduated out of our class, but a lot of us left. A lot of us did not get the proper education from that school. I definitely feel like it was more of a party school than somewhere you can fucking concentrate, okay? And my dad, he was like, I guess he never expressed it, but I guess he was just really disappointed that I ended up leaving school. I also got pregnant during that time, and I was like, I don't have time for school. I have a baby coming. And I'm so happy that I stayed with my decision to keep my daughter, because first of all, he fell in love with her, my dad, and he loves my daughter. Everybody. Like she has actually made a severely great impact on my family, especially when she was born. Like it's like she healed a part of each of us in a way, and she is so awesome till this day. But it wasn't until I graduated from the current college that my current alumni now that I found out how he actually felt. I had a little cousin that also graduated. I guess she got her master's in social work. Mind you, I work at a really good job. Like, I'm a federal employee, I work in pharmacy. I have been working in pharmacy for at least 11 years. Yes, 11 years. And my dad, I don't even know if he's proud of that. Like, I don't even think he really freaking cares, you know? But when I graduated, the first thing he said when he walked into my door was that, oh, so and so graduated before you already. So fucking what? And that was just last year in May. Like, I had to sit there and come to terms with the fact that this is my biological father who just said this bullshit to me. And I've been seeking this man's validation this whole time. This entire time, I've been seeking this man's validation. And I don't know if it comes with maturity or whatever, but I was like, in that moment, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I said, did you graduate from college? Because no, he did not. He actually Only has a GED. Not even a high school diploma, but a GED, honey. Okay? Had a baby at 16. I'm not even going to tell all his business. But he hasn't been the best dad. And in my mind, because I had internalized this daddy's girl dream, oh, my daddy spoils me so much. And at one point he did, but at some point he always made me work for what I had. Like, I had to work for my first car, guys. He said, if you get into college, I will get you a car. It wasn't until I got stranded at a light rail station and called my parents at 3 a.m. because the light rail stopped going. I was working at the mall and everything, and he was like, you're out there messing around. Mind you, I'm trying to pay for my dorm room because FAFSA said my dad made too much money at the time. It was just a bunch of bullshit, especially stuff that he knew about. And I was just like, you know what? You know, I'm not going to continue to suppress my feelings anymore. I'm not going to continue to suppress who I am. And Aries, stop suppressing who you are. Take the mask off, remove it. And whoever doesn't like it, so be it. Beauty standards, things that, you feel like, oh, this person that you have a crush on is going to like, oh, I need to change this about myself. If you don't change these things about yourself, who will you attract? You will actually attract somebody who loves you for who you are. You actually attract somebody who understands that, hey, this is who this person is. I see that your family, Aries, has given you a lot of issues regarding being yourself. And they have always counted on you to fix their fucking issues, fix their problems, or come to their rescue. And it's time out for all that. Now we're moving on. Now we're moving up. We're getting promotions. We're getting invited to different places that we've never been before. And we're moving on, Aries. Spirit is asking you to let go. Spirit is asking you to reflect on the person that you've been this whole time and get back to yourself. There are things that you used to do as a child that you probably need to start doing again. Dancing. Letting the energy out. As adults, we suppress our energy with alcohol, drugs, or, things that don't serve us. And Aries has a hard time letting some of those things go. But in this season, Spirit is asking you to be kind to yourself. Take your time. It is no longer considered procrastination, Aries. You're taking your time because you need to. You're taking your time because you have to. There's a lot of people who are here to delay your process and stop you from going where you need to go. Spirit is saying, do not let them get in your way and continue to stand your ground. I'm hearing that there are a few family members who are waiting for you to fall, or who are often criticizing who you are and your practices and what you do. Do not let them distract you, because the mask are going to fall off them too. They need to also do some fucking shadow work. Like, half the people that judge you are not even as far as you. A lot of the people that judge you need help them damn selves. They need some type of mental intervention therapist to stop an AA meeting. These people are an AA meeting away. Okay? Okay, hold on. They're an AA meeting away from needing some type of assistance. Okay? Some of these people could be religious and they don't like some of your practices, Aries, or Aries placements. I want to get some quick tarot. I don't know why. I didn't do this for my cancers, I don't think. I just channeled, and I just channel right now too. But I want to get some energy for you guys with the tarot, because I can't explain it. There's something that Spirit wants you to know. You could be dealing with a Libra, or your parent could be a Gemini. Ooh, Jesus. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yes. You could be especially dealing with people who are trying to control you or to control the things that you want to do, or they're trying to influence your way of thinking, Aries. Like they're trying to change something. I don't know if you have a relationship coming or if this is like a past lover that you were dealing with. Somebody who caused you a lot of heartbreak, Aries. You're moving out of that though. I feel like you're coming into. Clarify the lovers, please. Clarify the lovers. Oh, you're coming into new partnerships, Aries. That could be another reason why these people are fucking mad. You could be seeing 666, 222, or 333. You could have a 6-year-old. You could be 32, 33. You could be 37, 67, 62, 26, 27, 36. If I can say that already. Ooh, I was just going to say it too. Yeah, see, I feel like, you know, after going through so much with so many people, like your exes, baby mama, baby daddy energy, or like ex-husband, ex-wife energy, you find yourself having to take control of your decisions. You're no longer letting other people influence your decisions. You're making decisions on your own because it's your path, and you're understanding that now because you're no longer seeking validation from the outside. You're now seeking inner validation from yourself because you know that once you seek the inner validation for yourself, now you know where to go. Now you know what to do. Like, you're like, okay, actually, at first, I wanted to do things that was going to make my dad proud or my mom proud, or everybody's going to look at me in this way if I do this, right? Now you're like, I don't give a fuck how they feel. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I am going to do a great job at it. And I'm not going to be scared. You're going to be very celebratory. And if you are looking toward a relationship, Aries, it's coming. You've been in hermit mode. You've been by yourself. You've been working on yourself, gaining introspection. At first, you were a little confused. You were confused as to why everything is working out in your life, or it'll be like one thing that's not working out, something that you actually want. Like you could have the job, the car, the pets, the man or woman, but no babies. Where are my babies? You know, you could have the babies, the car, the degrees, you know, and all that good stuff. But where is my relationship? Where is my happily ever after? Where is my new beginning at? The Spirit's going to bring that to you because you are no longer seeking validation from everybody else. You are no longer fixing everybody else's problems. Yes, Aries, people are going to be mad at you. Tell them to fuck themselves. Shove it right in their asshole. And if I get in trouble by YouTube, oh well. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a motherfuck. And this next person that you're going to be with, they're going to be awesome. And you're going to be able to do an equal give and take with this person. Also, this person's going to be able to heal you. Like, if you were going through something, you know, this could even be a platonic friend that you haven't been with. I see you meeting up with, like, friends you haven't seen in a while, or, like, reconnecting with people. I got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Like, this is heavy love energy. And then the Three of Cups. Like, if you've been by yourself these last few months, like, working on yourself, this next chapter for you is about to be fucking lit. Like, you might be outside. You might end up meeting your soulmate or your twin flame at the same time. Or this person might be a 2-in-1, a soulmate and a twin flame. And I don't like to use titles because, you know, energy is very fluid and you never know who's your twin flame. I at one point, I was confused about that. I had kids with somebody who I thought was my soulmate, and now I think he's dust, a distraction. A lot of people that I talk to, I feel that are now distractions, you know? Aries, let's get the next 24 hours for you. I'm about to do some other readings too, because my mom's been heavily encouraging me to do readings. She started this, but I've always heard messages from God, and I still do hear messages from God. And my mom feels like she can't, but I really feel like she can. So she often encourages me to do readings or she'll like buy me stuff to help with my channel, which is awesome. Like, you probably have a really supportive mother figure, I hope. You could be seeing 555 or 888. I feel like, you know, Aries. Okay, you could also be seeing 333. You could be 33 or turning 33 this year. You could be concerned with a few people in your circle. Spirit is asking you to release them if you haven't already. These people could have caused you past heartbreak. They could have lied to you or been a very false person, especially a mature man and a mature woman. I feel like these are like people that you were close to at some point. Like, or you're concerned now. You know, I feel like you're concerned with who these people are because they wear a mask, and a lot of times it's hard for you to figure out what people's true intentions are, especially if you're not intuitively inclined, or you depend on certain things or certain people to give you information. And you could be seeing 888 and 555. There's a very significant change coming to you and something very monetary. I don't even know if I said this already. A lot of these people, especially, it could be this fucking Libra, or it could be another air sign, to be honest with you, that had confused you in the past or had blocked you from seeing all the options that you had. Like, this person could have made you feel like you were so low that no man or woman would ever want you. Surprise, surprise, bitch. There's a bunch of people that want me. You're not going to be confused anymore, Aries. You've been working on yourself, and these people are going to be in fucking despair. There is something that's going to happen that's going to cause people to fucking flip the switch, and you're probably not going to be around to see it. Not that something bad is going to happen to you, Aries, but God is going to put you somewhere like in a totally better situation than what you've been in. A totally better situation than what you thought you would stay in. God is removing you. And if it hurts, I am so sorry, Aries, but God has to do it. That's what he's saying. I have to do this, Aries, because I see things that you can't, Aries. I hear things that you can't, Aries. So now it's time for me to remove these people. I'm tired of the swords in your heart. I'm tired of the swords in your back, Aries. I'm tired of these people placing a blindfold over your eyes and wearing a mask themselves and covering up who they are. This could be a man who's financially unstable, mentally unstable. Is always trying to look into your rearview mirror, Aries, to see what you got going on. A lot of these people, too, have hidden intentions and hidden motives, and they know that you're coming into something big. 999. This chapter is ending, Aries, and a new one's beginning. I suggest, Aries, actually, not me. Spirit suggests, Aries, God suggests, Aries, that this season, do not stop yourself from moving forward, because it's so easy for us to turn around and look back at what we used to have. It's so easy for us to think about the memories that we had with certain people. You see them as somebody that you used to love, or you see them as somebody who used to be there for you a lot, when you were going through things, or not. Some Aries look back and say, wow, I was alone during that time. Like, I really, really, and when I really, really needed somebody, they weren't there. But God was. God heard you. God heard your prayers. He heard your cries. He heard everything. And now it's time to move forward. God said, don't stop the process. These people could concern you. Maybe even the people that are coming towards you now. God says, trust the process, because He's going to move you forward into the right direction now. Now that you're only seeking validation from yourself, You know exactly who you are now, Aries. No more fixer. No more fixing people. Leave people where the fuck they at. And if God is wanting them to go through something, allow them. When you were going through something, people allowed you to go through it. When you were struggling, not many people were there for you, Aries. You had to pick your fucking self up and you had to keep going. Except for God. God has always been there for you. And he will never forsake you, Aries. This has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with more messages, and I hope to see you guys soon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. And move forward, Aries. And don't look back.